Hey there, YouTube. Scott Stevens here. How you doing this evening? Welcome to another edition of WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. This is episode number 95 of Universe Mode. And tonight we have World Wrestling Federation action coming at you. Championship Wrestling from Madison Square Garden. A lot has happened since I saw you last. Bonnie's in first tonight. Thank you for joining. Congratulations. A lot has happened since I talked to you last on Thursday. First and foremost, you can see right there that the calendar is filled with a whole bunch of new shows. If you saw the post I put up on Friday, Saturday, whatever day it was that I did it, it gives you the rundown on everything that happened. We all knew UWF was had already taken over Tuesday nights from ECW. AWA purchased the the WOW and taken over, and the NWA bought the Saturday night main event spot from the World Wrestling Federation. So that all took place. Hey, Gatsby, thanks for joining, man. Hope you're doing well tonight. And of course, we got the trailer officially and all of the information for EA Sports College Football 25. And my God, does that not look awesome? That trailer is incredible. It is all gameplay. There is no actual footage. It is all gameplay. That is impressive. So the countdown is on. We're now down to 58 days before early access starts. And I get early access, and there's still rumors flying around saying that it's not going to start on July 16th. It's actually going to be on July 15th at 4 p.m. Well, we're going to find out because I'm all over that. And I will be doing it live the moment it goes live. Let me tell you some other good news, too, something else that happened. We have a new sponsor on the channel. It is SeatGeek. Now, SeatGeek is not going to be prominently featured in my wrestling videos and streams. They came on board basically for the college football streams and videos, but that doesn't mean I can't give them a mention. You can follow the link in the channel description and get your tickets for wrestling, football, hockey, baseball. Doesn't matter what you're going. Concerts, if you're going to go to a concert, if you use an online app, use the link in the channel description and go to SeatGeek and get your deals there. All right. So they will be prominently figured in the football and streams and videos, and they'll be listed in the description below in all those videos because I cannot use the WWE shop in anything not wrestling related, which makes perfect sense. I don't have a problem with that at all. Let's see, something else. What else? Grand Theft Auto 6. It has been announced Grand Theft Auto 6 will be coming out in fall of 2025. 2025 is still another year and a half away. Wow. All right, let's take a look at tonight's action. Tonight's preview is brought to you by the WWE Shop. Use the link in the description below to get to the WWE Shop for all of your favorite World Wrestling Entertainment apparel, merchandise, and memorabilia. Belts, t-shirts, whatever you want to get. WWE related, get it from the WWE Shop. That's the only place you know you're not going to get ripped off. All of your stuff will be authentic. Use the link in the description below. Not to mention the fact they have daily specials going on their website. Every single day something's going on. So use the link in the description below to get to the WWE Shop for all of your WWE needs. It does indeed, Godspeed. But you know what? A year and a half away for Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm okay with that because I'm going to be playing college football for the next year and a half. So I'm okay with that. Actually, kind of fixes a dilemma for me. Hey there, Derek. How you doing, man? Welcome back. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm doing fine, thank you. All right, here is your card for this evening. Championship Wrestling for Madison Square Garden. We got the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, taking on the Honky Tonk Man. Sergeant Slaughter and Pat Patterson continue their feud. They are heading to a conclusion at Showdown at Shea. Big John Studd squares off against Rowdy Roddy Piper. Superfly Snuka and Morocco, they continue their feud. They're going to have a steel cage match at Showdown at Shea to end their feud once and for all. Superstar Billy Graham battles Ravishing Rick Rude. Mil Mascaris, who just lost the WCW title, banned from the WCW for life for attacking the referee after the match, quickly snatched up by the World Wrestling Federation. He makes his debut here tonight, taking on the Iron Sheik. The Rock, your WWF champion, has another non-title match against King Kong Bundy. Oh no, Godspeed! I'm playing it. I'm jumping the gun. I'm jumping the gun because it's college football, and we haven't had it in such a long time. I've said this 100 times. I don't even care if it's a Madden reskin. Now, everything EA Sports says is it's not going to be a Madden reskin. It's not. I read an article, an in-depth article today, done by ESPN a few days ago with the president of EA Sports. It's not a Madden reskin. They built the game from the ground up. Obviously, there are some Madden things in there because Madden's a football game. College football is a football game. So I don't even care. To me, it could be a 100% Madden reskin, and I wouldn't care because it's college football. I want to play college football. I want to have 134 schools to choose from. So I'm jumping the gun, Godspeed. I'm jumping the gun. Look, did you see the trailer? I mean, it looks incredible. I know we haven't seen actual gameplay, but I have faith, and I'm not worried about it. If it's college football, if it's any halfway decent, I'm going to be playing it for a long time. Hey there, Dave. Thanks for joining, man. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, let's hope Mil Mascaris can behave himself tonight and not get thrown out of the World Wrestling Federation in his first match. And tonight's main event, once again, Tito Santana taking on Greg the Hammer Valentine. They are heading toward their title match to finally finish their feud at Showdown at Shea as well. And let's see, they're going to have a backstage brawl to finish theirs. Yeah, that's cool, Godspeed. That's a smart thing to do. You know, that's a smart thing to do. But I just know it's going to be good, man. I know it's going to be good. I'll post it on my Facebook page, that article that they did with the president of EA Sports. It's I mean they rebuilt the game. They had to rebuild the game from the ground up because NCAA 14 didn't work. None of that stuff worked on the PS5, and they have a different development team than Madden, and they want it to be completely. All the guys who built the college football game are college football fans. They're not Madden fans; they're college football fans. So, and after seeing what I saw in the trailer,
tonight
I mean, that was an incredible trailer.
The top of the mountain, or if you perish trying to capture your dream.
So the countdown is on now for playtime. 57 days away. I'm really hoping that I can get on at 4 o'clock on the 15th, like it said, and not have to do a Midnight Madness stream. I will if I have to, but you know, obviously I'd prefer to do it at 4 p.m. than midnight. First match of the evening here in New York City, Madison Square Garden, sold-out crowd. Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, squares off against the Honky Tonk Man. Godspeed says Honky Tonk is going to get the victory. I'm going to go with Ted DiBiase. Let me know who you guys think. Who's going to get the victory? Squirrel Garden? I've never heard of that, Derek. If you mean Madison Square Garden, it's in New York City. Let's send it down to ringside. We got a pick'em coming in right now. Should be a good match to start things off.
DiBiase told me himself at the country club, we do not want to miss this one.
How'd you get an invite to the country club?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 260 pounds, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Tomorrow night's live stream is going to be 6:30 start time, bell time as usual.
There is no need for that.
And it will be New Japan Pro Wrestling tomorrow.
Just happens to be in the bargain bin.
I am trying to get Abdullah the Butcher to join us. I'm going to shoot him a message tonight and let him know that the stream is tomorrow. And hopefully he'll be able to join us. I know he was in St. Louis over the weekend for the Hall of Fame inductions out there in St. Louis. Congratulations, by the way, to my buddy Tony Gurria. He was inducted. And lots of people went out to that show. So I think Larry will be home by now. And I'll send him a message tonight and see if he can join us tomorrow night. That would be cool.
At 277 pounds, the
Honky Tonk. The Honky Tonk Man. So once again, no promises that Abdullah the Butcher will be able to join us tomorrow night, but he's open to it. We just have to get the schedules to line up, or the stars to align, whatever you want to call it. Here we have the opening match, the $1 Million Man and the Honky Tonk Man. Elvis, yep. There's the opening bell. Championship Wrestling for Madison Square Garden is underway. DiBiase starts things off with Snake Eyes. For those who just joined and weren't aware, the NWA and AWA have joined My Universe mode. The Women of Wrestling have been purchased and retired, and the World Wrestling Federation sold their Saturday night slot to the NWA. So AWA and NWA both have vacant titles. Their first TV shows, their titles will be battled for. And then they're going to have some pay-per-views, because I wanted to get some pay-per-views in. So the UWF, New Japan, AWA, and NWA, they're all going to share pay-per-views starting next month through the WrestleMania month. And then in WrestleMania month, they're going to be split up. WCW is going to have a pay-per-view. NWA is going to have one. WWF is going to, I don't remember how it's set up, but there's going to be 4 pay-per-views in that WrestleMania month. 2 of them are going to have 2 hosts. But until then, we're going to have super cards for the 4 new organizations: New Japan, UWF, NWA, and AWA. Not in this month, but after the WCW pay-per-view, what is it, Fall Brawl. After Fall Brawl, we're going to add a 3rd pay-per-view per month, and the new one will be shared, so it'll be all title matches. UWF, NWA, AWA, and New Japan. So it'll be all title matches for their pay-per-view, so that'll be kind of cool. Those pay-per-views will be good ones. And the first one is going to be at the Greensboro Coliseum. It's called Greensboro Supercard. I'll show you that after the card when we go back to the schedule. It'll be the Greensboro Supercard. Back in the ring here tonight, Madison Square Garden, Ted DiBiase going for the win. And he gets a 1 count on the $1 Million Man. I'm sorry, on the Honky Tonk Man. DiBiase rubbing his face into the mat, picking him up to his feet. Tosses him over the ropes, out onto the concrete floor at Madison Square Garden. Just missed those wooden stairs. DiBiase with an elbow to the chest, blocked by the Honky Tonk Man. Wow. Waistlock takedown on the concrete. Best drive by Honky Tonk Man. I did too, Derek. I did too. I grew up like less than a mile from there. I used to go all the time. Once a month I'd go see World Wrestling Federation when I was a kid.
Back in under the ropes.
Love the Garden. Honky Tonk Man dropping a knee across the back of the neck of the $1 Million Man. DiBiase's face crashes into the mat at the same time there, and Honky drops a knee across the elbow of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Solid right hand, knife edge chop by the Honky Tonk Man. Powerful backbreaker across the knee. Honky goes for the cover. 2 count. Ted kicked out. There's a jab. We got some shake, rattle, and roll going on here from the Honky Tonk Man. Solid right hand to the face, and DiBiase is down. Honky Tonk Man suplex, bridge, pin, victory. Nicely done, the Honky Tonk Man with a 3 count on Ted DiBiase. Here is your winner, the Honky Tonk Man, and DiBiase's hurt.
You never like to see somebody injured.
It was a good match. Godspeed it was. I think that backbreaker really hurt DiBiase. They're wheeling the stretcher.
They're gonna have to cart him out of here.
That backbreaker was powerful. Then he followed it up with some shake, rattle, and roll. Honky's watching them wheel the $1 Million Man away. Something tells me, yep, look at his face. He's not done. Honky Tonk Man climbing out of the ring and attacking Ted DiBiase on the stretcher as they wheel him out here at Madison Square Garden. New York General was on alert. DiBiase was on the way, but he's going to be delayed because the Honky Tonk Man has just attacked Ted DiBiase from the stretcher on his way out of the arena. What a cowardly move. You wouldn't expect anything different. You'd expect the same from DiBiase, though, as well. 2 stars is your official match rating. Honky Tonk Man gets the win over Ted DiBiase, and then he attacks the $1 Million Man as he's being wheeled away on a stretcher. The patient is going to be delayed. Somebody needs to call New York General and let him know the ambulance has been delayed. Yeah, jobbers and stretcher jobs. Yep, those are good days, Dave. That's what I was talking to Bonnie about the other day when telling her, how the old wrestling shows used to be. The wrestling matches were like 3 minutes long. You had 2 minutes of interviews and another 3-minute match just over and over again for the hour. All right, next up, this feud continues. It is Sergeant Slaughter and Pat Patterson. They're coming to a head at Showdown at Shea in just a few weeks. They are going to meet up in a submission match at Shea Stadium. Let me know who you think is going to get the victory. Godspeed, says the Sarge. These two have been going back and forth. Sarge won the last one, I believe. I'm going to go with Pat Patterson. He had been on a streak. Sarge won the last one. I'm going to go with Pat Patterson as my pick. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the win. Dave's going to go with Pat. So he's the slight favorite coming in. Let's send it down to ringside here at the Garden. There's the Sarge. He's already in the ring. These two men do not like each other. Here comes Patterson. They're not waiting for any introductions. Patterson slides into the ring, starts pounding away, flailing away on Sergeant Slaughter's head, and the Sarge finally pushes him off. Referee trying to get some kind of control. The bell did not ring. The bell did not ring. I did not hear a bell ring. We'll see what happens if the referee counts or does something. I did not hear a bell ring, and Sarge with the Dragon Sleeper now. Oh, you did, Godspeed? Yeah. I love those things, man. I love me a good ice cream cake. Oh, yeah. Love them. Bonnie, not so much, but I love them. Double underhook suplex by the Sarge. I don't know if we have a match or not. I did not hear the bell go off. Referee kind of separated the men before we started actual action. There's a diving leg drop across the throat. We'll find out as soon as somebody goes for a pinfall. If the referee counts, we'll know we have an official match. I did not hear the bell ring. And we'll find out here. I guess we got a match because he's counting. That's always good news. These two, a submission match at Showdown at Shea in about 3 weeks' time. Sergeant Slaughter with the armbar, submission hold, bending that elbow the wrong way. Yeah, Derek. All right. Patterson tosses the Sarge over the top rope out onto the concrete. I think Sarge hit his head. on those wooden stairs on his way down. Patterson follows him out there.
Hopefully, this will be a short trip outside.
Wow, nice move by Patterson, and then he follows it with a kick to the ribs. Tosses the Sarge back into the ring. Patterson feeling pretty good about himself.
He'll take things into the ring.
Hops back into the ring. Sarge is waiting for him, though. And he puts the time to good use.
Suplex.
Couple of seconds to catch his breath, and he tosses Pat by his hair across the ring.
Take a picture while you can, everyone.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Slaughter again with the arm wringer takedown. Fujiwara armbar again. Pressure on the elbow and the shoulder. Patterson screaming. You can see the pain in his face. Slaughter's going to go for the cover. And I don't know what's under the rope. Referee refused to count. Maybe a bootlace.
Twists the arm and working on the
Kick to the ribs there by Sarge. And now a boot to the face by Patterson. Nice reversal by Pat. He's got the knee in the small of the back. Bending the Sarge the wrong way. Fingers locked under Slaughter's chin. Slaughter reaching for the ankle, gives it a grab. Patterson goes down and releases the hold. Slaughter, belly-to-belly suplex by Sergeant Slaughter. He's going to go to put it away. One count only.
I didn't think this match was close to over.
It's not. Slaughter again with the arm wringer takedown. Again with the arm bar. Pressure on the elbow, on the shoulder. Slaughter may be trying to wear him down. He's going to rip that arm off now. He may be trying to wear him down for that Cobra clutch. Patterson goes for the clothesline. Sarge blocked it. Slaughter. Wow, hard suplex down in the neck. Slaughter for the pin. Referee takes a lap around the ring. And it's a 2 count. Knee lift to the face. Sergeant Slaughter, of course, the inventor of the Cobra Clutch. It's been duplicated by many over the years.
Focus on the arm here. He's absorbing some tough hits now.
This is where endurance becomes so important.
Slaughter tosses Patterson over the rope, out onto the ring apron. Solid left hand by the Sarge. He's going to join him on the apron.
Oh, gosh.
He's got him up, and he drops his back across the ring apron with no padding. Overhand chop by Sarge, knife edge chop, spinning roundhouse block by Patterson. Back rake, nails down the back. Slaughter in a headlock now, fist to the forehead there by Patterson, and the Sarge is down. Checking for blood, he gets back up, doesn't see any, he hops back into the ring. Patterson's waiting for him though. And he tosses him right back over the ropes again. Out onto the floor. This time Pat follows him.
What's the plan here?
Jab, overhand chop, spinning backhand. Slaughter's up against the railing now. Patterson with a right hand to the jaw. Another one. Patterson goes for the kick. Slaughter blocked it. Sarge tosses Pat to the other side of the ring area. The two men continue to battle on the floor of Madison Square Garden. Wow. That armbar takedown. Pat hit his face on the concrete. Sarge once again working on the elbow and the shoulder. Ref's count is at 6. Overhand chop blocked by Patterson. Kicks Sarge in the midsection. Snapmare. Big elbow to the neck. Right on the top of the spine. Patterson stuns Sarge there. Ref's count is at 8. Sarge is up against the barricade. Pat standing there. Do they not hear the ref? Patterson trying to get in. He beats the count. He may get a count out. He should have a count out. Count to 10, ref. I mean, I'm not for Sarge or whoever, but yes, there it is, the 10 count. And Pat Patterson wins by count out over Sergeant Slaughter. These two continuing this brutal feud on a collision course for Showdown at Shea in about 3 weeks' time on the calendar. Slaughter still down on one knee. Patterson victorious. He really worked the Sarge over good out there on the floor. 2 stars is your official match rating. Pat Patterson with the victory over Sergeant Slaughter. These two have been trading wins through this feud. They're going to meet in front of an already sold-out Shea Stadium at Showdown at Shea in 3 weeks' time. Next up, we got Big John Studd in the house. He'll be taking on Rowdy Roddy Piper. I don't go against big men too often, but I'm going to go against him tonight. I'm going to pick Rowdy Roddy Piper as my pick to get the victory tonight. Let me know what you guys think. Who's going to get the win? The rowdy one and the big one. Godspeed says it's going to be Big John Studd. We got a pick'em match coming in according to Vegas. Let's send it down to ringside and get your introductions. Fans been waiting for this one. Sellout crowd at Madison Square Garden.
And here he comes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 393 pounds, Big John Studd.
Big John Studd squaring off against Rowdy Roddy Piper tonight at the Garden.
From anything. Normally, I might agree with you, Corey, but this truth you speak about happens to just be plain mean. Just seems to enjoy tearing others down.
No, he's mean. He tears people down. Maybe the truth just isn't for you, Saxton.
Look at the focus and drive in his eyes. Ready to prove he's the best this division has to offer.
I love hearing stories about how Andre the Giant really hated Big John Studd. Studd running to the back, telling people Andre was trying to kill him in the ring.
Oh, guys, what an incredible treat.
Those are some funny stories. Here comes the rowdy one.
And his opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 230 pounds, Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Hot Rod came here to chew bubblegum and kick butt, and he's all out of bubblegum.
Rowdy Roddy Piper, WWE Hall of Famer, one of the all-time greats. Claims he was born, guys, to cause controversy. I believe that.
Absolutely. And he'll be looking to cause some here tonight against Big John Studd. Yeah, Godspeed, no kidding. I've heard that many, many times. If Andre the Giant did not like you, you did not want to be in the ring with him. I heard that from many people.
When you think you've got the answers, Hot Rod changes the questions.
Rowdy Roddy Piper and Big John Studd here in Madison Square Garden. There's the bell, and we are underway. Definitely one of the matches fans came to see here tonight. Studd starts things off with a big power slam. Piper with the Thez press. Solid right hands to the side of the head. Studd's seeing stars right now. Piper's heading up to the top rope. Big John still down. Diving elbow across the chest. Piper hits the mark. Oh yeah, I saw it many times too, Godspeed. But you know, back in those days, when I was young, I didn't know what kayfabe was. I thought it was all real. But there were certain nights where it looked like Andre was angry. You could definitely tell the difference. Piper with the neck breaker. He's going to go for the win. 1 count only. Studd kicks out.
At this point has got to say something.
Went for the double chop to the throat. Studd with the block and the overhand chop. Studd with a nice suplex on Piper.
Use it to set one of his schemes in motion. Keep him right where you can see him and maintain relentless offensive pressure. Cover.
Big John Studd going for the win. Look at the size difference.
He kicks out with a
Didn't even get a 1 count. Piper kicked out.
to keep him down at this point.
Studd has him up. Fireman's carry. Has him on his shoulders, tosses him over the rope out onto the concrete floor of the garden. What a rude move. And Piper, he's obviously hurting. The referee knows it. Studd was trying to get out there, and the referee wouldn't let him go, trying to give Piper a chance to recover. But now that he's back in the ring, he's fair game, and Studd really going to work on him. Tosses Piper over the rope one more time. He's on the apron. Studd, big left overhand across the chest. And Piper's having the breath beat out of him. Roddy Piper face first out onto the concrete. Studd follows him out there. Stomps on the elbow or the ankle. Hip drop across the waist. Studd feeling good. Very happy about where this match stands right now. Fans not giving him any love here in the Garden.
A chance to recover.
Studd went for the big boot. Piper caught it. Chopped to the throat by Roddy, and he sends Big John Studd hard into the barricade. I'll bet Godspeed. Face first, Piper. Slamming Studd's face into the barricade, and he no-sold it. Turned right around and went right back after Mr. Piper. Studd took a face shot to the barricade and no-sold it. Now he's going to go for a finger or two. Biting the digits of Roddy Piper. Ref's count is at 7. Piper with the boot to the midsection. Studd gets back into the ring at the count of 8. Piper should be following. Nope. Studd gets right back out. Count is reset. And Piper tosses Studd into the barricade one more time as he gets back into the ring, but the count was reset, so it doesn't matter. Studd climbing over that top rope. Back inside the squared circle, takes a big overhand chop to the top of the head. Running bulldog by Piper, and Studd has been busted open. Looks like it came down on his eye. His left eye is, oh, it is. It's bleeding heavily. Piper goes for the win, and it's a 2 count. Studd kicks out, but he is bleeding heavily. Yeah, Godspeed. Big drop kick by Piper. Studd takes it and doesn't even go down to one knee. Bonsai drop by John Studd. Right across the chest, and Piper's in trouble now. Studd bleeding heavily, and he got him up in a bear hug. Big John Studd's got Piper in a bear hug. Piper having the life squeezed right out of him. He can't reach the rope. Referee is right there. Studd squeezing away, shaking him around, and Studd, all the sweat, his fingers came apart. They slid apart. He's going to go for the win anyway. And he got him. He held the bear hug long enough to get a 3 count. He took everything out of Piper that he needed.
Here is your winner, Big John Studd.
He held that bear hug for a long time, squeezed the breath right out of Piper, dropped him to the canvas, hopped on for a 3 count, and a bloody Big John Studd gets the victory over Roddy Piper. Yeah, it does, Dave, doesn't it? Oh, the body slam match, Godspeed. I was there. The one at Madison Square Garden with the $10,000 on the line? Yeah, I was there. Was that at WrestleMania? I can't remember. I think it was. 2.5 stars is your official match rating. Big John Studd, bloodied but not beaten, gets the victory over Roddy Piper. Yeah, I knew it was around that time. Yeah, I was there. They met several times before that match. Like I said, we used to go to the Garden every month. They had wrestling every single month. Once a month there. It was awesome. And you know, it's funny because now, 40, 50 years later, I understand how lucky we were to live so close and be able to go every month. You know, but back then it was just part of the everyday routine. You know, once a month we went to the Garden. Didn't understand how special it was to be able to do that every month like that. Now I do, you know. All right, next up we got Superfly Jimmy Snuka taking on the Magnificent Morocco. Godspeed says Superfly's going to get the win. I'm going to take it as my pick as well. Oh, really, Dave? Wow, that's interesting. I'll have to look for that. That's probably a pretty good watch. Dave says Morocco's going to get the win. Superfly slightly favored coming into this one. These two are going to meet in a steel cage match at Shea Stadium. At Showdown at Shea in about 3 weeks' time. 3 weeks of gameplay. Looking forward to that one. Sergeant Slaughter and Pat Patterson in a submission match. Tito and Greg Valentine are going to have a backstage brawl for the Intercontinental title. Showdown that's going to take place in the parking lot and locker room at Shea Stadium.
Here we go, guys.
It's going to be a very good event in about 3 weeks' time. There's the Superfly.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Fiji, weighing in at 250 pounds, Jimmy Snuka.
Superfly, Jimmy Snuka.
I predict one of the most competitive matches we've seen in a
He and the magnificent Morocco working their way towards Showdown at Shea. A steel cage awaits them. Until that point, they're going to try and do everything they can to injure each other. Looking for any advantage they can coming into that big feud-ending match.
And his opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 335 pounds.
Yep.
Magnificent
Don Morocco. Yeah, you're right, Dave. He was.
Days, hours, and minutes for this match.
It's funny, you know, you learn things over the years. Like I was just saying about Madison Square Garden when we used to go as kids. You learn things over the years, and it may alter your perspective on things. Yeah, Morocco was a real good worker. He's fun. He lives in Hawaii. I've never met him.
A competitor who always has his game.
He doesn't seem to come to the States, or to the stateside anyway, for anything, so I don't know if I'll ever get to meet him. Off the top of my head, Godspeed, I'm going to say no. I do not think he is. Let me check, though. I don't think he is. I'm pretty positive. I'll check, though. Let me see.
And you are looking at one of the most unshakable superstars on the roster.
Absolutely a picture of resilience. He's been through ups and downs, but has never given up the fight.
Perseverance is what will make him such a threat in this matchup.
But across the way is a man who's rededicated.
Well, there you go. He is in the Hall of Fame. 1996, he was inducted.
Scouting for his competition.
1996, Superfly Snuka was inducted in the Hall of Fame.
To stop in
So I was wrong.
every single part of his body.
Magnificent Morocco, big spinning right hand, and Snuka, he's cut. Morocco's got the knee in the small of the back. Snuka bleeding from the right eye. That was a heavy, heavy punch that Morocco put on him. Look at the blood pouring down Snuka's face. Morocco's got him up, and he drops him snake eyes on that top turnbuckle, followed by a splash. He holds it for a pin. Morocco gets the 2 count.
Very close. The T clearly setting in.
Oh, he retaliates. Quick exchange of counters.
Knee to the ribcage by Morocco. Snuka goes for a kick. Don pushes it aside. Sidewalk slam by the Magnificent One.
He is sparing no.
And he is the aggressor in this bout. Nice block by Snuka. Roundhouse to the midsection, and Morocco's down. Snuka, top rope. Ha! Springboard moonsault missed the mark by a good 7 feet. Snuka up and over. Nice sling blade. Now trying to separate the shoulder of Morocco. A bloody Superfly Snuka. I don't know how he can see out of that eye. Snuka hops up to the top rope. Morocco trying to get to his feet. And Snuka changes his mind. Overhand chop, knife edge chop, boot to the midsection. Big kick to the head. Morocco stunned. Another sequence. Exact same moves times 2. Morocco stunned. Throws an elbow up in that back Superfly off. Snuka. Up. Fireman's carry on Morocco. Don brings him over. Drops that face on top of the top turnbuckle, opening up that wound a little more. Morocco choking him out now. Shin against the throat. Using the top rope for extra leverage. Snuka's on the ropes. He's in trouble. Splash by Morocco. He loves that move. Maybe it's because he's from Hawaii. You know, waves, splash, island. Arm breaker by Morocco. Went for the chop. Snuka with the block. Boot to the midsection. Snuka. Sunset flip suplex. Nicely done by Snuka. Hops up to the top rope. Morocco's down. Snuka. 1.5 across the chest. Hits the mark. Morocco's in trouble. Snuka has the leg hook. Wow, Morocco kicked out barely ahead of time. Snuka thought it was over. Having a few words with the referee. Standing shooting star. Hit the mark. Again. That was across the nuts, it looked like. He's working over Morocco's entire body.
Systematic attack on that shoulder.
It is. From head to toe. And Morocco with an uppercut forearm. Turns the tide his way one more time. Big right hand to the side of the head now. Right hand jab. Snuka being choked out over the top rope. Nicely done by Morocco. He's got Snuka up. Toss suplex to the other side of the ring. Snuka's in serious trouble here. Morocco. Big, powerful right hand to the ear. He's got Snuka up. He's got to hold him there for a minute. He's going to let him think about it. All the blood rushing to the top of his head where that wound is. It's going to start pouring out even heavier. Big suplex by Morocco. Here it comes. End of Snuka. Right on that open wound. Blood pouring down now. This match is over. Magnificent Morocco uses end of days to get a 3 count on a very bloody Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Here is your winner, the magnificent Morocco. Look out. Here comes Snuka. Morocco saw him and ducked. Several right hands to the face. Clothesline, head over heels over the top rope. Snuka's out on the floor. Morocco, listen to the cheers for magnificent Morocco from the Garden fans. Snuka, look at the blood pouring down his face. He needs to go get some stitches. That was indeed a good match. Hopefully the cage match will be just as good. It'll be a pinfall only stipulation, no climbing out. So they'll have to stay inside the cage and battle it out. 3 stars is your official match rating. The magnificent Morocco with the win over Superfly Snuka. Jimmy's in the back now, getting some x-rays and some stitches. Don really gave him a good work over there. All right, that brings us to the intermission portion of the evening here on Championship Wrestling for Madison Square Garden. Let's take a look at what went down so far tonight. The Honky Tonk Man was victorious over the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Ted hurt his back. They were wheeling him out of the ring area on a stretcher, and the Honky Tonk Man attacked him, laughing all the while. DiBiase's in the ER right now. Honky Tonk Man's still laughing it up in his locker room, in his dressing room. Pat Patterson with a good victory over Sergeant Slaughter. Well, it wasn't really all that good. It was a count out. Their feud continues. Big John Studd with a solid win over Roddy Piper. And as you just saw moments ago, the magnificent Morocco with a bloody victory over Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Coming up in the second half of tonight's action, we got Superstar Billy Graham in the Garden taking on Ravishing Rick Rude. Mil Mascaras making his World Wrestling Federation debut against the Iron Sheik. The Rock, he's your WWF champion. Non-title match against King Kong Bundy, as Bundy's still trying to prove he deserves a title rematch. And in tonight's main event, once again, Tito Santana and Greg Valentine continue to work their way toward a backstage brawl for the Intercontinental Championship at Showdown at Shea. Tonight's second half of action is brought to you by Fanatics. Use the link in the description below to get to Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything. Get all your favorite college football gear, apparel, and merchandise. memorabilia, everything college football related at fanatics.com. They have specials on their website every single day, something new going on. So make sure you use the link in the description below to get to fanatics.com for all your college football gear. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything. Don't forget, also, new sponsor to the channel, SeatGeek. They're going to be sponsoring the college football streams and videos, but you can use their link in the channel description for any events that you're going to be going to anytime in the near future. Wrestling, football, baseball, hockey, concerts, whatever. SeatGeek on the channel description and on all of your football videos descriptions. All right, second half of action underway. Momentarily, Superstar Billy Graham squaring off against Ravishing Rick Rude. I'm going to go with Superstar Billy Graham as my pick to get the win here tonight. Let me know what you guys think. Should be a good match. I give Superstar slight advantage over Ravishing Rick Rude. Godspeed says Rick Rude is going to get the win. So we have a pick'em coming in. Superstar Billy Graham, you got to wonder how long it's going to be before he challenges for a title here in the World Wrestling Federation. He and Bruno Sammartino may match up as well. He and Bob Backlund may match up. We'll have to see how that plays out. Let's send it down to ringside and get your introductions. Part 2 of tonight's Madison Square Garden action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Scottsdale, Arizona, weighing in at 304 pounds, Superstar Billy Graham.
Matches like these, with talent of this caliber, this is why sports entertainment is an art form.
Once again, we have a star-studded card here for World Wrestling Federation action. You would expect nothing less here at the Garden.
The competition level has never been higher, but this guy's ready to prove he can hang.
He can, no question about that. I never really was either, Godspeed. Of course, my dad was friends with Bob Backlund, so, you know, and again, we thought it was real, so we hated Billy, because he was trying to kill Bob on many occasions. But yeah, I never was a real big fan of his.
Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 273 pounds, Rick Rude.
Ravishing Rick Rude. I was a big fan of his, though. I liked him.
And they are excited to finally
I liked Rick Rude. Cut the music. All you sweat hogs need to keep quiet as I take off my robe. But I'm picking Superstar Billy Graham to get the win tonight. I think he has a slight advantage over Rude. Let me know who you think is going to get the win here tonight. Yeah, Rude was, he was good on the mic. He was good. I like anybody that was good on the mic.
A very high-pressure situation.
Oh, we watched the Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, WWE Rivals episode the other night. I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for that for a couple months, and I gotta say, I was a little bit disappointed. I thought it could have been a lot better. It wasn't bad. I'm not gonna say it sucked, because it didn't suck, but I think that
And here we have a superstar
they
with a
were
big chip on his shoulder.
they all the time they spent talking about what happened after their rivalry in the ring. I think they could have spent a lot more of that time in the ring during their rivalry. It was still a good episode, don't get me wrong. It did not suck by any means. I just thought it could have been a little bit better. They could have had more in-ring footage between the two. They met countless times in the ring. They seem to keep showing the same 3 or 4 matches, though. But that was pretty good. If you haven't seen it, I definitely would recommend it. Gut-wrench suplex there by Billy Graham.
Arm wringer applied. Arm wringer finger
Oh.
snap.
Wow, he just snapped his fingers.
Oh, wrist clutch. Into an arm breaker. Nasty.
Look at Billy Graham. Really working over Rick Rude. Now he's got the wrist lock, dropping the knee on the shoulder. He's going to go for the cover. Superstar Billy Graham only gets a 1 count on ravishing Rick Rude.
And now he's giving you all another chance.
Billy just getting loosened up. Big chop there to the side of the head. And a punch right to the forehead. Rude goes down and gets up. Wow, what a headbutt by Superstar. He's got the arms extended and a big knee lift. Falls down over him for the pinfall, and it's only a 2 count. Superstar Billy Graham, he's playing games with Rick Rude right now. He's just toying with him. Slams his face into the mat. Rick Rude is really being brutalized here. And Superstar's got the knee in the back. Fingers locked under the chin, and Rude's taking a lot of punishment. He's in trouble here. He just might tap. Superstar putting all the pressure on the small of the back and the neck. He lets it go and slams Rude's face into the mat. Billy Graham with the heel hook. Knee, ankle, all the pressure. Rick Rude is just boot to the face. He is not having a good night at all. Superstar Billy Graham with the bear hug. Squeezing the breath out of Rude, and Rude's hand hit the rope. Referee forced Billy to break the hold. He's going to go for the pin, though. Referee right there. Oh, look at Rude. He had his leg on the lower ropes. Referee didn't see it. And Superstar Billy Graham gets the win.
Here is your winner, Superstar Billy Graham.
Rick Rude was pretty much demolished in that match. Yeah, ass-kicking, as Godspeed said. But he did have his foot on the lower rope draped across it. Referee didn't see it. Probably did it to save his life because Rude was not doing well. But despite his foot being on the lower rope, he was counted down. 1-star rating is your official match. And that's exactly right, Dave. That's exactly right. I was just going to mention that. Yep. That's how Graham lost the title to Backlund. Yep. I was just going to say that. 1 star is your official match rating. Bad. Superstar Billy Graham victorious over ravishing Rick Rude. Rude's foot was on the rope. And he may not like that. We may not have seen the last of those two, because I'm sure Rick Rude is going to want a rematch. All right. Mil Mascaras, for those of you who missed it, Mil Mascaras lost the WCW Championship to Bruiser Brody last week, I think it was. And after the match, he attacked the referee. He lost fair and square. There was no controversy. He just lost. He took his frustrations out on the referee. WCW said, "We don't tolerate that shit. Pack your shit, get the fuck out." And they banned Mil Mascaras from World Championship Wrestling for life. The WWF called up Mil the next day and said, "Hey, we got an opening for you." And Mil Mascaras will now make his World Wrestling Federation debut. Just a week later, after losing the WCW title, he will take on the Iron Sheik. I'm going to go with Mil as my pick for victory. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the win, because I think Mascaras has something to prove. He was completely embarrassed by his outburst, and then even further embarrassed by the lifetime ban from the WCW Board of Governors. Godspeed says Iron Sheik is going to get the victory. We may have to have Rick Rude and Superstar Billy Graham. Well, they're definitely going to have a rematch next week. Yeah, Godspeed wants to see Mascaras knock out the referee again. Dave says the Sheik's going to get the victory, even though he liked Mil Mascaras. I did too. I loved watching him. I mean, he was a high flyer before they were high flyers. I've heard a lot of people say bad things about him in the ring, though. They said his in-ring work ethic was just not good. He didn't want to sell anybody's stuff. Said he worked stiff a lot.
Making his way to the ring from San Luis Potosi, Mexico, weighing in at 276 pounds, the Masked Man, Máscara
Mil Mascaras making his World Wrestling Federation debut after he knocked out the referee over in the WCW last week and was permanently banned for life. Mil apologized after the fact, said he was very embarrassed about everything. World Wrestling Federation called him up the next day and said, come on over, and they're going to break him in with the Iron Sheik.
Weighing in at 275 pounds, Iron Sheik.
The feeling, the electricity in the arena right now is unlike anything I've ever felt in quite some time. This match is going to be good.
I always liked both of these guys, but I think Mascaras has something to prove tonight. I think he's going to give it that little extra oomph. His first match since losing the title and being banned for life from the WCW. He wants to prove. I'll bet Godspeed. I wanted to do it plenty of times playing baseball in my younger days, believe me. I got in the face of more than one referee. I never hit him, though. I never crossed that line. Mil Mascaras, look at this, a clothesline and a springboard superfly off the second rope. And the Iron Sheik off to a pretty slow start here at the Garden. Mascaras ducks. Can't duck off that one, though. Standing drop kick by the Sheik. And he's going to climb up to the top rope now. That pointed boot got Mascaras on that last kick. He's in pain right now. Double axe handle across the back there by the Sheik. And he has quickly turned this match around. Nice gut-wrench suplex by the Iron Sheik, who has quickly taken control of the bout after a slow start. Got that pointed boot up into the midsection of Mascaras. He puts a knee into the Sheik's midsection. Iron Sheik over the top rope out onto the ring apron. Mascaras drapes him across the top rope. And the Iron Sheik face first into the mat. Mascaras deadlifting him. Sit down powerbomb. Holding the shoulders down. It's a 1 count.
He's really trying to rush this match.
He is. Right now so far, a lot of back and forth action early on in this one. Mascaras up to the second rope.
You can see as he rises how vulnerable.
What's he got in mind? Shoulder tackle. The Iron Sheik took it and went down hard. Mascaras, arm breaker.
Oh, that'll break his arm. Vicious.
Mil Mascaras pounding away on the Iron Sheik just like he did on the referee last week in the WCW. Big left hands, right hands, I'm sorry. Right to the head of the Sheik. Mascaras once again deadlifting him into another sit-down powerbomb. Mascaras right now having his way with the Sheik. Uh-oh. What's he going to do? It's a version of the camel clutch. The Sheik had a boot under the rope. Referee made him break the hold. Mascaras wisely listened. Gut-wrench suplex by the Sheik now. That had a lot of power behind it. Brought a gasp from the fans. Here it comes. Well, he's not going to do it. Mascaras thought he knew what was coming. Nice scissor kick there. Mascaras springboard superfly off the second rope. Cross body block. Whatever it was, he missed. Sheik just getting loosened up. Just getting warmed up here. Overhand rights to the neck of Mil Mascaras. Now he's ripping his nose. Trying to pull for the mask. Trying to rip that mask off. Mascaras escaped, but he's in trouble. Sheik goes for the cover. Not even a 1 count.
Easy kick out there, but they'll get harder soon.
They will. Big chop. Boot to the side of the head with that pointed boot. The Sheik using those pointed boots to his advantage here very often here tonight. He knows Mascaras out to prove a point. He's using those pointed, curved ends on his boot to his advantage, and you can't blame him. You got him, use them. The ref's going to let you walk into the ring with him. Why not? Oh, Mascaras with the block, and he's going to put an abdominal stretch on the Iron Sheik, stretching every part of his torso, waist, his thighs, shoulder, and look at Iron Sheik. A couple elbows to the thigh. Charlie horses. And turns it into a hip toss, but Mascaras had the hold on for quite a while.
Showing a lot of fury with these attacks. Yeah, this match is in his favor.
May not get the submission, but it'll take its toll. There's Mascaras, no selling another move, working stiff once again. Toss suplex on the Sheik. Sheik tossed Mascaras into the ropes, and he refused to go. Spear, running spear, no. Nice reversal by the Sheik, and he's going to go for the win. That's a 1 count only. Solid kick to the top of the head there. Iron Sheik trying to warm him up for the camel clutch. Big suplex right down on the neck of Mil Mascaras.
That was just malicious.
Boot to the face times 2. You know the Sheik's warming him up. He's getting ready for that camel clutch. After he drags him around New York City. Nope, went for the stomp. Took too long. Mascaras got his breath back. Nice reversal. And a vertical suplex.
Guys, no competitor here is looking to give in. It's going to take a lot to end this fight. We are just seeing Sheik.
Mascaras going for the win. Iron Sheik kicks out at 2. Fantastic action here at Madison Square Garden tonight. Mascaras. Kind of a toss suplex there. Oh, look at the drop kick. Nicely done by the Sheik. Took Mascaras by surprise. Sheik's going to roll him over and go for the victory. 2 count only. Mascaras kicks out. Tries to get to his feet. And once again, Mil Mascaras locking in that abdominal stretch on the Iron Sheik. Second time he's done it. This time he may get him. Both men have taken a lot of damage here. Mascaras really stretching him. And he lets it go, but he's going to go for the win. Going for the pinfall. He's got the legs hooked. Referee all the way around the ring. Wow, that was close.
Absolutely incredible.
Very close. Sheik kicked out. Running spear. This time he got it. Mascaras hooks the leg. I think this is it. Mil Mascaras wins his WWF debut with a solid, hard-fought win over the Iron Sheik. Here's your winner, Mil Mascaras. It was a good match. It was a good match. Iron Sheik gave him everything he could. Mil Mascaras wins his World Wrestling Federation debut.
He's got to be humiliated and embarrassed. He thought he was going to
Sheik's not embarrassed. He gave it a good run. He gave it a good run. 3.5 stars is your official match rating. Mil Mascaras wins his WWF debut over the Iron Sheik. Star-studded match card here at Madison Square Garden tonight for Championship Wrestling. Don't forget tomorrow night, New Japan. Bell time 6:30. Hoping to have Abdullah the Butcher join us during the stream. Can't promise. Hopefully tomorrow night the schedules will line up and he'll be able to join us. All right, next up we got The Rock. He is your WWF Heavyweight Champion. He'll be taking on King Kong Bundy in another non-title match. Bundy's yet to beat him. Trying to show the powers that be that he deserves a rematch at Showdown at Shea. But he's got to get a non-title win first, and he does not have one as of yet. I'm going to go with Bundy. I don't think he's going to. He's already lost twice in a row to The Rock. I don't think he's dropping 3. Godspeed says The Rock's going to get the win. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to get the victory here? King Kong Bundy or The Rock from Madison Square Garden? Let's send it down to ringside and get your introductions. There's your WWF World Heavyweight Champion. He beat the man nobody could.
It's check-in time at the SmackDown Hotel.
The following contest
Does he?
is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the World Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, The Rock!
Yeah, I can't even imagine living The Rock's life.
Can you guys believe The Rock wouldn't even let me try on his $500 shirt?
Of course I can believe it, because your bank account's about $499 short.
The Rock. He won the WWF Championship at Elimination Chamber.
That have meant so much to
So he didn't technically beat Bundy for the belt, but he did beat him in a rematch. Well, it wasn't really a rematch. The title was not on the line. Tonight, Bundy gets another chance to prove that he deserves a rematch. In order to get a shot at the goal that showdown at Shea, he's got to beat The Rock in a non-title match, or The Rock will have someone else as his opponent. And here comes the big man, about to walk through that curtain and make his way down the ring. There he goes.
And his opponent from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 454 pounds,
King Kong Bundy.
Guys, this match has the potential to completely change the WWE landscape, and it's because of
I put up a short today of Bundy in one of his entrances. Somebody said it was disrespectful to him. I really don't see it, because I think it looks pretty much almost exactly like him. We got The Rock, non-title match against King Kong Bundy, the former champion. There's the bell. We are underway. Bundy looking to get things started. Fall away slam. Good start for the former champion. Desperately looking for a victory over The Rock so he can get another shot at the gold, but he's got to prove he's worthy first. The Rock up and over DDT. Bundy's forehead crashing into the mat. Big knee lift by The Rock now. He's quickly turned this match to his favor. Decides not to do anything off of the top rope as Bundy got to his feet. Look at the right hand, knife edge chop. Another right hand missed. But The Rock slamming Bundy's face into the mat. Big knee there by Bundy, 450 plus pounds. Tosses The Rock over the rope out onto the Madison Square Garden concrete. Bundy follows him out there. Couple of stomps. The Rock gets to his feet, but only to suffer a couple of backbreakers from Bundy, and he tosses him onto the concrete floor. You know that hurt. Look at that lucky bastard sitting inside the barricade. He must have won a contest at WFAN to sit inside the barricade. Oh my God, what's Bundy gonna do? Wow.
He's feeling the effects of that last hit.
No, he's not gonna do it twice. Flapjack on the concrete floor, back to back. And The Rock may be unconscious. Bundy back in the ring just watching things. The count is at 6. The Rock may not know where he is right now. Gets back into the squared circle at the count of 7. And Bundy, oh, I think that pissed off The Rock. That was disrespectful to the champion. And now The Rock with a big elbow. And now Bundy's down. Champion hops up to the top rope. Bundy's back on his feet. Cross body block. Hit him. Good job by The Rock. Uh-oh. He's looking to finish him off. Big knife edge chop. Left hand to the gut. And Bundy gets a knee up that slows the champion down. King Kong Bundy with another fall away slam. He hasn't given him a splash yet. Bundy loves those splashes. Has not been in a position to dish one out yet. Oh, here comes one. Off the ropes. Splash, and The Rock got out of the way. Hey there, Floyd. Welcome back, man. Hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for joining. Elbow to the top of the head by The Rock. Solid left hands. And a stomp to the midsection. Now some right hands from The Rock. Right to the side of Bundy's head and a stomp to the gut one more time. The Rock really working over Bundy now. Bundy with the reversal tosses the champion over the rope, out onto the apron. And now Bundy's going to throw some solid right hands across the chest of The Rock. Try and knock the breath right out of him.
This is brutal.
And The Rock, once again, face first into the concrete. How he's not busted open, I'll never know. He's gone face first into the concrete about 3 times, maybe 4. Toss suplex out there by Bundy. He's really working The Rock over now. Big elbow to the gut. Bundy helping the champion back to his feet, and The Rock throws a knee into the rib cage and tosses Bundy back inside the ring. Count is at 4 upon entry. The Rock with a big DDT. Bundy head over heels. That had plenty of power behind it. The Rock with a spine buster. And now Bundy's in trouble. The Rock pulling those arms in. There goes the armband. Into the crowd. You know what's coming. The people's elbow. The Rock off the ropes. There it is. Right across the chest. Bundy short of breath. The Rock grabs that gigantic thigh and gets the 3 count for the victory. Once again, The Rock downs King Kong Bundy for the victory.
Here is your winner, The Rock!
A very impressive victory for The Rock.
The Rock with another non-title victory over King Kong Bundy. How long is the World Wrestling Federation Board of Governors going to let this keep happening? The Rock has proven he is far superior to Bundy after nobody else in the World Wrestling Federation could beat him. The Rock has destroyed the big man several times over. Bye-bye, Bundy. That's right. Oh, that sucks, Floyd. I hope you're feeling better soon. 3 stars is your official match rating. Bundy, better performance than recently, but still, he comes out on the short end of the stick. And The Rock with another non-title win over Bundy. How many more times will he get the opportunity to prove himself? I'd say he's on a pretty short leash. Next up, the main event. Once again this week, Tito Santana and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Tito's your Intercontinental Champion. These two have been in a heated feud. They're going to settle things in a backstage brawl at Shea Stadium at Showdown at Shea in 3 weeks' time. Tito Santana and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Godspeed says Tito's going to get the win. I'm going to go with the Hammer. Floyd says Tito's going to get the win as well, so he's the slight favorite. Well, that's good, Floyd. That's good. Well, some progress is better than none, I guess. Dave's going with Greg the Hammer Valentine as his pick for victory. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the win. We got a pick-em match coming into tonight's main event. Don't forget, tomorrow night we got New Japan Wrestling. Hopefully Abdullah the Butcher is going to join us during his title match. Fingers crossed. Tonight's main event. Here comes... who's going to walk through the curtain? Tito Santana, your Intercontinental Champion. Fans love him here in New York.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from El Paso, Texas. Weighing in at 247 pounds. The World Wrestling Alliance Intercontinental Champion, Tito Santana.
We talk a lot about
Tito Santana and Greg the Hammer Valentine. They're looking to hurt each other and soften each other up because that backstage brawl at Shea Stadium is going to be for the Intercontinental Championship. Definitely going to be an interesting bout for sure. Title will be on the line at Showdown at Shea in about 3 weeks' time. Here on the calendar. They've traded victories throughout the feud.
And here we go.
Tito got the win last week, I believe.
And his opponent from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 253 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
The WWE Universe more than ready to see this one start. This is going to be good.
It usually is when these two get together. Tonight's main event on Championship Wrestling from Madison Square Garden. Greg the Hammer Valentine, Tito Santana, non-title match
The best physical
as these two continue on a collision course
here in WWE.
at Showdown at Shea. Round of boos there for the Hammer. The bell. We're underway.
Sick of being questioned about his potential, and I can't disagree with him. I expect tonight to be a night where he can silence the
Valentine dropping Tito face first on the top turnbuckle. Feeling pretty good about the opening move. Turned his back on the champion, though. Shouldn't have done that. Tito Irish whips him hard into the corner and follows up with a knife edge chop. And then Tito, solid kick to the ankle in the shin area. Valentine limping, so you know that caused some pain. Belly-to-belly suplex by Santana. He's going to try and dislocate the Hammer's shoulder now.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
He is, once again, Tito working over the shoulder.
That shoulder targeted there makes the cover.
He's going to go for an early cover, but Valentine had a boot under the rope. Referee wouldn't count. Tito's up on the top rope now. Valentine struggling to get to his feet. Still early in the bout. Double axe handle blocked by Valentine with a shot to the breadbasket as Tito came down. Santana still in control, though. Slamming the Hammer's head into the turnbuckle. Is he going to do it again? He is.
And just a high proficiency of attacks from him now. Yeah, he's
Big punch to the jaw by Santana. Valentine's down. Santana boot to the face 3 times. And Valentine is down. Tito helps him back to his feet. And Greg throws a right hand. And that caught Tito by surprise. Valentine brings Tito over to the corner and drops his face on the turnbuckle. Valentine with the submission hold. Knee in the small of the back. Tito slips out. But Valentine still in control. Has Tito up. Shoulder breaker. Executed to perfection. Valentine. Hammy stretch by Valentine. Greg's going to climb up to the top rope. Tito still down. Valentine talking shit. Big overhead chop to the top of the head. Hits the mark. Valentine for the cover. 1 count only. Tito kicks out. Valentine now heading over to the other corner. Once again climbing to the top rope. Once again talking shit to Tito. Big double axe handle to the top of the head. That had lots of power behind it. Big gut buster by Valentine. He is really starting to bring out the heavy artillery. There's that hammer right to the back of Tito's head, and his face crashes into the mat. Greg Valentine. Solid sequence of moves there. He's going to go for the win here. 2.5. It was close. Greg thought he had him. It was close. Tito kicked out just before the 3 count. Valentine, big forearm shiver. Tito's down once again. Valentine. Nope. Tito knew it was coming. Greg was going for that figure 4, and Tito wanted nothing to do with it. Nice reversal by Tito. Look at the fisherman suplex. Tried to hold it for a pinfall, but the foot slipped out. Tito's okay with it. And Valentine now with a double foot reversal. Stomping on Tito. Elbow to the rib cage by Santana. Again. Big punch to the face. One to the body. Tito starting to come to life. Monster knife edge chop across the throat of Valentine. And once again, Tito kicking the ankle of Valentine, making it hard for him to walk.
Gotta find a way to get out of this.
Tito in the corner, drops him across that top turnbuckle. I think Valentine caught that threading. He did, because his forehead is busted open as Tito continues to rub that boot in the wound, trying to open it up even wider.
And the cost of that is really showing now.
Tito tries to drop the knee. Valentine rolled out of the way. Valentine has got the shorts hooked. Looking for a wow, what a jumping, powerful pile driver. And Tito Santana thinks he's in the middle of next week now. Valentine may go for a pin here. Nope, he's going to go for the figure four instead. Smart move after such a powerful pile driver. And he's got it locked in. Greg the Hammer Valentine, a bloody Valentine, has the figure four locked in the middle of the ring. Tito in plenty of pain, throws a right hand to the jaw. And Valentine releases the hold, but he held it for quite a while. Tito was a trooper.
Definitely
He hung in there.
to be right now. Just carried like a ragdoll here.
Oh my God, superhuman power.
And he is once again in control. Tito dropping Valentine to the mat, stepping through.
Legs are grapevine. Now the arms are trapped.
Surfboard,
This will end
suplex. I'm sorry, face plant.
well. It could be over here. This is it.
That open wound crashing into the mat. Tito with the cover. It's a 2 count. Blood now pouring out of the forehead. We've had a lot of blood tonight. Like an old school Madison Square Garden card. Tito Santana. Now he's going sharpshooter. Tito Santana's got it locked in, and he's got it cinched in really well. Valentine's in a lot of trouble. He's bent the wrong way, and he had to tap. He lost a lot of blood. He didn't have the strength to fight it off. And Tito Santana gets the win. Greg Valentine taps out.
Here is your winner, Tito Santana.
Another fantastic match between these two as they head towards Showdown at Shea. Tito Santana gets Greg Valentine to tap out. Valentine was very, very bloody. It was indeed a good match. Godspeed. Yes, Floyd, it was. There you go, Dave. Tito Santana, 3 stars. Is your official match rating. Hard-fought victory. That shows you what we're in store for at Showdown at Shea for that backstage brawl for the Intercontinental Championship. That's going to be a good one. No question about it. They're already reinforcing some of the railings and everything backstage at Shea Stadium, with the card still 3 matches away. Let's take a look at what went down here tonight at Madison Square Garden. The Honky Tonk Man got things started with a very solid victory over Ted DiBiase. And then, after an injured DiBiase was being wheeled away on the stretcher, Honky Tonk Man attacked him. And he beat his ass pretty good off the stretcher. Eventually, DiBiase was picked up and wheeled out of here. But Honky Tonk Man did his damage, and I'm sure we've not seen the last of those two. Pat Patterson and Sergeant Slaughter met in their continuing feud. Patterson with the victory here tonight. It was a countout over the Sarge. These two heading for a submission match at Showdown at Shea. Big John Studd got the win over Roddy Piper tonight. That was a pretty solid match. Magnificent Morocco and Superfly Jimmy Snuka, they're heading toward a big confrontation feud-ending match at Showdown at Shea in a couple weeks. Morocco tonight with the victory over Superfly. Very good feud between those two coming to an end in a few weeks. Superstar Billy Graham got a controversial win over ravishing Rick Rude. Graham went for the pin. Rude's foot was draped across the lower rope. Referee either didn't see it or didn't care, and he counted to 3, and Superstar got the win. WWF has already announced these two will get a rematch next week, and Rude will get another shot at Superstar Billy Graham. Mil Mascaras made his WWF debut tonight after being banned for life from WCW for attacking a referee last week. He was victorious. It was a hard-fought win. Very good match. Mascaras got the win in the end, though, over the Iron Sheik. The WWF champion, The Rock, once again, non-title victory over King Kong Bundy. Bundy just cannot beat The Rock. and prove he deserves a shot at the title. His chances, though, his number of chances are dwindling. And Tito Santana with a very good win over Greg the Hammer Valentine tonight, making him submit. Their feud continues on. They head for a backstage brawl match with the title on the line at Showdown at Shea. Thank you, Dave. I'm glad you had a good time. All right, let's bump the calendar up. And for those who didn't know, there is the new calendar. The AWA has been added to Friday nights, and the NWA has been added to Saturday nights. So this is where we are tonight. Tomorrow night is New Japan Wrestling, and as I said, as soon as I get done here, I'm going to shoot Larry a message, and we are in hopes that Abdullah the Butcher is going to join us for tomorrow night's stream for his title match. No promises, trying to get our schedules to align so he can do that. So that'll be fun. All right, let's see. Tonight's recap was brought to you by Godlike Hosting, premium game hosting, offering, high performance, minimal ping, and improved protection. They specialize in Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, and 28 other games. Use the link in the description below, and you can get a free trial at Godlike Hosting. So if you're looking for a new server or a new host, give Godlike Hosting a try. They have tons and tons of 5-star reviews. So you definitely want to check that out. Let's see. A couple other things I got to let you know about. Let's see. EA Sports, the big reveal was Friday. It was awesome. That trailer was fantastic. All the game modes have been released. All the information has been released. I've made several videos about it here on my channel. Early access starts July 16th. I will be streaming it the moment it goes live. And we're hoping July 15th at 4 p.m. That's what it says in a couple different places in black and white. So we're hoping for the earlier one. If not, we'll do the Midnight Madness on that day. June 15th, I got my big book signing at Joseph's Tea Shop in Clearwater, Florida, 4 to 6 p.m. A book signing and question and answer. Make sure you get your tickets for that one. It is not a walk-up event like most of my events are. This one is ticketed because they have to know how much food and goodies to provide. Tickets are on sale at my website, Facebook, and Twitter. They're $85. All right, let's see. Tomorrow night, New Japan Wrestling. As I said, once again, Grand Theft Auto announced GTA 6 coming in the fall of 2025. So still a year and a half away from GTA 6, which is good because I'm going to be playing college football for probably at least that long. All right, if you saw anything you like, make sure you drop a like down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's a great time to do that. Once you do that, make sure that you hit that bell icon next to it and turn on all of your notifications so you don't miss out on anything. I have fresh content every single day on my channel, and I go live 5 nights a week. Have a good night yourself. Godspeed. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Dave, for joining. Thank you, Floyd, for stopping in. Glad you're feeling a little bit better. Good to see you again. Thank you to Derek for stopping in. And let's see. I don't think Bonnie stopped in tonight. She did. She was here. That's right. She was first tonight. She beat you, Godspeed. Thank you, Bonnie, for joining as well. Thank you, everyone else who stopped in along the way. I appreciate every single one of you. Have yourself a fantastic evening. Good night, Floyd, to yourself. Tomorrow night, New Japan Wrestling, and fingers crossed that Abdullah the Butcher is going to join us on the stream, at least for his title match. So working on that. It's just a matter of getting the schedules lined up. So have yourself a fantastic evening, Floyd. Hope you feel better. See you tomorrow night for some New Japan Wrestling action. Thank you for joining. Have a great night.